Hey guys, it's Mallory with the Fat Boy app, and today I'm here with,
Scott Kelly with Tradewater Freeze Dry Treats.
and we're going to be doing his interview today, so let's get started. So, Scott, how long have you owned your own business?
This part of the business we just opened up just a couple months ago. We're basing it here out of the real estate office and things like that. So just a couple months right now.
So, would you say someone, like, who, if someone, inspired you to start this business?
I don't think there was anybody inspired me except I went down the YouTube rabbit hole of freeze dryers. Basically, I went ahead and got it to start putting away different garden items, groceries, things like that for myself, and then got into the freeze dry part of it with the candy and everything.
So, what was your favorite thing that you sell?
The fruits. I mean, the fruits are really, really good. People don't think about freeze dried fruits. As soon as I say freeze dry, they think of dehydrated.
Yeah.
We actually had somebody come in the other day go, "Oh, I don't like dehydrated, whatever." And I gave her a sample, and she ended up buying three. So it kind of like some of you people at your place.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can't see her, but over off the side, Heather's over here. She just bought 6 things of freeze dried fruit.
and she's opening them up and already eating them.
So, is the fruit your biggest seller?
Uh, Actually, it kind of is right now. The candy's taken off. People really just don't know enough about it. But we're trying to get it out there, give some free samples out, and do some things like that. But the fruit is starting to become the bigger
Yeah.
item because everybody's trying to be a little more healthy, but the candy's still good too. We're getting ready to start doing a few new things with some of the candy.
Well, I really like that watermelon you gave me. That was really good.
Yes, we just got done with that this morning, and it took two days
Oh, wow.
in the freeze dryer to do because it's got so much water to it.
Oh, wow. So, where do you see your business in 5 years?
We're exploring some different things of putting in a commercial kitchen, possibly being able to sell business to business. Right now, we only have our home business license, and so we can only we can only sell to the public. I'd like to be able to sell to some of the different food trucks, things like that. That way, they could actually have fresh tasting powders and things like that
Yeah.
taste like a fresh. That's one thing about the freeze dryer. When you freeze dry something and you rehydrate it, it almost tastes as fresh as it was when you did on a lot of the things. Some things don't work as well, but that's kind of what we're looking for. Also, maybe some of the different bars and things like that with the lemons and the limes and the strawberries,
Yeah.
where you can actually make fresh mixed drinks and things like that also.
So, what ways do you advertise for your business?
Uh, Basically, we're trying to do some YouTube, some Facebook, Instagram, some TikToks. Of course, you guys too. That's a big reason we joined, just to kind of give us a little heads up and a different little network, things like that.
What ways would you say the Fat Boy app has helped your business?
Uh, just kind of getting the name out there. It's a constant battle anymore with anything. There's some people out there that are freeze drying and just kind of doing it, and you're starting to see some of this freeze dried stuff pop up in the
Yeah.
hooks and stuff like that. And guys, don't buy that. That stuff's nasty. If you try it, then try ours. It's totally different. The
Yeah.
Skittles, it's just totally different.
Yeah. What would you say a typical workday looks like for you? Like when you're going to freeze dry a new thing?
The hardest part is just the prep work. Uh, like the Jolly Ranchers or the Bit of Honeys or even the fruits and stuff like that. It's cutting them up, getting them on the trays. Once I do that, the fruits I have to pre-freeze in the freezer pretty much 12 hours because it kind of helps the process. But then basically set it and forget it. Come back in a couple hours and we're all done and packaging it up.
So, have you always wanted to own your own business, or was it just something you were scrolling, you saw, and was like, "This sounds like a good idea. Let's do it."
Well, I've only got like 3 businesses I own now, so it's like, oh, why not?
Yeah.
With the real estate, with the appraisal and the rental properties, it's like, oh, why not have something else?
Yeah.
But this is kind of the fun, relaxing thing that I do a lot of times.
So, where did you get the name for your Tradewater freeze dried treats?
Well, because everything else I've got is Tradewater, Tradewater Appraisal and Realty, Tradewater Realty, Tradewater Self Storage. Uh, Actually, that kind of came off of Tradewater Animal Hospital, which was my uncle. And I kind of, since he retired and his business and everything, I kind of took over the Tradewater. Plus, with the Tradewater here, everybody kind of knows the Tradewater River, so it's kind of a
Yeah.
play off of that.
So, why did you start Tradewater freeze dried treats?
Just to see if it would work. You
Just
see
for fun?
yeah, basically, you see a lot of people the freeze dry, and like I said, I tried some of the freeze dried stuff at Hooks, and it was
Yeah.
the commercially produced stuff is not as good.
Yeah.
And once I tried some out of the freeze dryer, I was kind of hooked.
Out of all the stuff, like freeze dried stuff that I've tried, the stuff from this business has been my favorite for
Well, I
sure.
appreciate it.
What would you say is unique about your business? Obviously, there's freeze dried treats are getting out there. It's going up on the scale. What would you say? What makes you unique with your business?
Hmm. Basically, just trying to keep things homegrown. Trying to use like cardinal peaches. If anything I can find homegrown, I'm going to do. I'm going to use kind of like the banks and stuff are doing the table to fork. Same type of thing with me. If I can find locally produced stuff, I'll use it.
All right. Well, I think that's all the questions we have. Thank you for being a part of the Fat Boy app and honoring a 5% to anyone that comes in and shows their Fat Boy app card.